The water's boiling.
Hello! I'm Matt from Matt Lane Fitness. Welcome to the Ask a Mel Fit Show. If you're new here, check out the sides. You ask your fitness questions, and I answer them. It's exactly what it looks like. I'm a personal trainer, registered nurse, and a behavioral change specialist. All that aside, the fact that you're here giving me any slice of your time means so friggin' much to me. So let's get into it. The first question of the day, here we go. It's not much, but today I weighed at 209. First of all, do not ever downplay your accomplishments regardless of how small or large they may be. January 3rd, I was sitting on the toilet in the morning. That's completely relatable. And went to wipe my ass. That's also completely relatable. I felt a sharp pain in my side from starting to turn to the toilet. I literally got up and went to my nearest gym. I weighed in at 267 pounds. Over the next 5 months, I went to the gym every single day. Wow. Congrats. That's pretty hardcore. I mean, that's 0 to 100 real quick. Sometimes twice a day I was up to it. What? Sometimes twice a day if I was up to it. Starting off only doing the treadmill and stairs. That was smart. That was smart. You went in and you consistently started getting more done. In June, I started to do more regular schedule of a 3 to 4 times a week and started to incorporate low resistance training while still running 3 times a week as well. It's been super tough, but today I woke up and was elated to see 0 after the 2. Next stop is Wonderland. I am going to give you an applaud. That is fantastic. I'm so happy for you. And here's the thing. I usually speak to most people and I tell them, start slow, start slow, start slow, start slow. But sometimes it works for people if they have their mind made up, if they have a quote unquote traumatic event. For you, your traumatic event was weighing in at 267. You saw that, you had the physical pain, the real physical pain of turning around and wiping, and you saw that on the scale and you're like, that's it. That is it. I'm sick of this. I'm ready to make a change. So I'm happy for you because it doesn't happen that way for everybody. Not everyone has this quote unquote traumatic event that causes them to completely turn their life around, go to the gym every single day, sometimes 2 days a week. But I can share that with you because when I started in the gym, I enjoyed it so much. I went for 8 months straight, man. It was 5 days a week, sometimes more. And I didn't miss a friggin' day. And there was so much progress that came from that, so much mental benefit from it. So good for you. Good for you. Moving on to the next question. I think I'm doing IF, intermittent fasting, and or CICO wrong. Calories in versus calories out. Calories in, calories out. So I've never really been an overeater. I don't particularly care for fried foods or fast foods, and I don't drink soda anymore. Maybe my issue is that I'm 39 and I've been working a desk job for 3 years. It makes it easy to be sedentary. Excuse me. I'm no stranger to skipping meals. I do it often. It's a combination of laziness and ADD. Making a sandwich is just too much work, so I'll just skip it. Stuff like that. It's not uncommon for me to skip breakfast and lunch and only eat a little dinner around 7:30 or 8. It's not fun, okay? Even though I've been doing this for years and years, not every day, I still get cranky and hangry around 4 to 5 p.m. But isn't that what intermittent fasting is? So ultimately, yes, intermittent fasting is time periods where you don't eat. So technically, fasting could be 4 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours. So yes, you have been fasting. Doesn't that count as calories in, calories out? No, there's a difference. If I'm consuming as few calories as possible, that's not the same thing. So calories in versus calories out and intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means a delay in time between meals. That's it. It's just a certain time period between meals. A very common one is 16-hour fast, 8-hour eating window, and then there's 24-hour fast, and then the 1-hour eating window. The calories in versus calories out is simply eating a certain amount of calories. So they are not synonymous. My fiance usually cooks, so it's not like I'm overcompensating with a large pizza or something. I work out a few days a week at Orange Theory. If you don't know, Orange Theory is a high intensity interval training, and I don't have food in me by the time I get off work. I don't have the physical energy to go to work out. Well, it makes complete sense. I mean, it doesn't sound like you have enough calories in you to get the workout done, but I'm still not losing weight. Understood. Like I want to, so I guess I'm confused. How is this supposed to work? How do you skip meals and still have the fuel for life stuff? I'm getting married in 6 weeks and I'm still 12 pounds away from my goal. I don't know what to do at this point. All right, I got you. Okay, I got you. It sounds like you're a little confused, but I've explained the difference between both. But here's the deal. You can skip all the meals you want, and then if you overeat at night, or if you overeat one day on the weekend, or if you overeat just a little each day throughout the week, and you go over on your calories, you are in the process of gaining fat. That's it. So I'm not saying that if you overeat one day, you absolutely are gaining fat, but it is what you do on a trend. It's what you do over time that does that, okay? So let's say that you need to eat, your maintenance is 2,000 calories, okay? Your maintenance, that's where you got to eat to maintain your weight, maintain everything. It's not going to gain or lose if you eat 2,000 calories, okay? If you eat under 2,000 calories, and you can figure this out by using the app Lose It or MyFitnessPal. You can track things, okay? If you eat under the 2,000, you're going to drop body fat. But let's say that you went over one day and you're like, well, crap, what do? I screwed up. You didn't screw up. Then you can start to look at, all right, what am I doing on a weekly basis? If you know, let's say 2,000 calories times 7, there's 14,000 calories in that 7 days. If you eat under that, then you are in a deficit. You're doing good. If you eat under that 14,000, you're in a deficit. It would make more sense, though, to do a slight calorie deficit each day. So that is it. Put your body in a calorie deficit, and that is it. It doesn't matter the timing of the meals. It doesn't matter if you eat at past 8 p.m. It doesn't matter if you skip breakfast and all that crap. Yes, there are some benefits in eating more regular meals and all that. And when it comes to building muscle, it is more optimal to eat every 2 hours to have that protein in your body to create more anabolism and not catabolism, breaking down versus building up. But what matters most is what you're going to stick to. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the timing. Hit your calorie goal. That's all that matters. Last question. Getting back into working out. So I've been on and off, mostly off, from the gym since I started school up again. And have been focusing on my studies. Good for you. Good for you. I want to know what would be a good time limit for how long I should work out. There's no perfect answer to this, but let's keep going. The only stupid question is the one you never asked. I truly believe that. I want to know what a good time limit will be for how long should I work out. What exercises are good to lose body fat? Last I checked, I was about 200 pounds. I want to cut 30 pounds. What diets are good? Any tips would suffice. All right. So there really is no one workout, one movement that burns body fat better than others. It's not like if you do this one for the same amount of reps as this one, you're going to burn more fat. Now, what can happen is, let's say you did a burpee versus a bicep curl. One does burn more calories, but what do you do on a long enough time frame? That's what matters. So if you're in a calorie deficit, that is all that matters. So I wouldn't worry so much as to what workouts you need to be doing, and I would focus on the nutrition if your main goal is losing body fat. Now, if you're the type of person that, all right, once I start working out, man, I start eating better and I can start focusing on the nutrition. Respect, I get that. If I were in your shoes, you said getting back into working out, sounds like you have some other things that are making things super difficult for you to get the workout done. Keep it super simple. If you want to know how to drop body fat, if you want to know how to get the goal that you want, It is critical that you keep it super simple. So put yourself in a calorie deficit using the app MyFitnessPal or lose it. Huge point there, and you have to do that. There's no way around counting those calories. It's just the law of thermodynamics. And lastly, as far as how much time you should put in each day, what matters is what you're gonna stick to. So if I were in your shoes, I would make it super simple, and I would start real slow, real slow. So slow that you feel like, oh man, I could do more for sure. Then good, come back the next day and do it. You can always increase the time. You can always increase the intensity. Consistency is what you need. So establish the routine. Start stupid low. Start 5 minutes. All right, go for a walk for 5 minutes every day for 2 weeks. Can you do that? Can you stick to that? I hope so. And if you can, that third week, bump it up to 10 minutes. Bump it up to 10 minutes and look at you, you're 3 weeks in and you have a hell of a routine going. If you're looking for fitness plans based in behavior change and science, it's exactly what I do. So check it out in the description down below. To the Mental Fit Mafia, to the patrons, to the patrons. Thank you so friggin' much for always being here. And thank you for being here. I hope you'll drop your question down below so I can answer it. You don't have to be perfect at this fitness thing. Just be better than yesterday. Every day.